Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in to another recipe. So today we're going to be making stuffed eggplants. This actually is a recipe created by my husband. He made this recipe up. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and we'll show you the ingredients first. So what you're going to need is as many eggplants as you would like. Usually you would make at least one eggplant a person, but try and buy like baby eggplants or small eggplants. If you notice in stores, they have the very, very big ones and then the mini ones. Usually they have even smaller ones that are about like this size, just like that. But they didn't have any that small, so we just picked up a little bit bigger ones. So you want a few eggplants, some grated garlic. This is I use about 1 to 2 cloves of garlic per one eggplant that size. Now you're gonna need some cheddar cheese or some kind of cheese. You can use mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, mix of both. You're also going to need some regular original bacon for this, a pickle, and some mayo, any kind of mayo you would like. So that's all the ingredients you're going to need to make this recipe. So let me show you how to put it together. Then we're going to bake it and like always see the final result. So to start, let's work on the eggplants. So you're going to take your eggplant and you're going to cut off this end. We don't want that. What you're going to do now is we're going to cut it in half along the long side. So just like this. And you're gonna do it for as many eggplants as you would like to make. There we go. What we want to do next, because we're going to be stuffing the eggplants inside with all of these ingredients, we want to scoop out some of the flesh just to have actually like an opening to put all these ingredients in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a teaspoon and we're going to try and just take some of this out. So you don't want to take out like too much. Keep some of the eggplant there as well, because we want to taste the eggplant, not just the ingredients, but also make sure there's some room to fit the other ingredients in. So you're just going to scoop it out like this with a spoon, helping with your fingers. And pretty much this is what you want. So you're going to do that for all of them. Okay, so this is how we want our eggplants to look at this point in time. So now we're just gonna place them on a baking sheet. So I just have a little baking tray and I just line it with some foil. You can line it with parchment paper. So we're just gonna place them here. I'm just gonna place them facing different directions, just like that. Okay, and now let's work on the other ingredients. So let's cut up the pickle and the bacon. So what we want to do is we just want to cut the bacon. I'm just going to cut mine in half like this. Place strips on top of each other. And you're going to cut thin strips like this. And we're just going to slice it pretty small. Okay, so that's the bacon. And now let's cut up the pickle. Same thing, you want to cut it pretty small pieces because remember they'll have to go inside the eggplant. Just gonna cut strips and then just small little cubes. Okay, so that's all the ingredients cut up. So now we're just gonna put the eggplant together. By the way, if you're wondering what kind of knives I use ceramic knives. So they look white like this. They're actually very good knives. I haven't had to sharpen mine, and I've had my first knife for probably 4 to 5 years now. They're pretty sharp, but what's good about them, if you cut up vegetables or fruits, they say that these knives help keep all the minerals and all the good things in your fruit, as well as they don't smell like anything. And I do put them through my dishwasher just on a top rack, and they do really well. Okay, so let's put the eggplant together now. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take some mayo, put some mayo inside each eggplant. We're going to spread it with a spoon to kind of to cover up the eggplant. And to give its flesh a little bit of oil for it to better bake. So just using a teaspoon, I'm just going to spread this mayo around. Okay, so that's all the eggplants covered in mayo. And the other reason we put mayo is so we can put garlic on top, so the garlic sticks out evenly around the eggplant. So what we're going to try to do now is we're going to take a teaspoon and some garlic. First, just place about an equal amount in each. And now what we want to do again is try and spread out this garlic so that every bit of eggplant has some garlic taste. What you can also do, of course, not do it this way, you can also mix mayo together with the garlic in a separate bowl, and then you can just spread that mixture all together. It's up to you. Okay, so that's ready now. And I should also mention that we're not adding any salt because there's mayo in here, bacon and pickles, so I think that's enough salt. So now let's just add the bacon and the pickle, after which we're going to bake it, and I'll tell you how to bake it. So let's add some bacon. Okay, so just spread out like this, I think will be enough. And now let's add the pickles. Okay everyone, so this is how we want it to look before we bake it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bake it at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. After which we're going to put some cheese. We don't want to add cheese right now just because when it cooks that long on the higher heat settings, the cheese may just burn, become too brown, not very good. So let's do 20 minutes, 375, then take it out, put some cheese on it, and then put at 400 degrees for about 5 minutes, just until the cheese melts. And of course, once it's baked and ready, I'll show you how it looks. Okay everyone, so the eggplants have finished baking. So I baked them at 375 degrees for 20 minutes, and then I put some cheese on top and put them again in the oven and baked them at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. That's all it took. They're now perfectly ready. So let's see up close. So these are baked eggplants. They're stuffed with mayo, garlic, pickles, cheese and bacon, and just baked in the oven for a total of 25 minutes. And that's them. So I hope you try and make this recipe. You can serve it as an appetizer, you can serve it as a side dish, or you can have it as a meal with some bread or alongside of some rice or buckwheat, whatever kind of side dish you like. And if you try it out, leave a photo recipe. Just leave a photo of your recipe in my comment section on my Facebook group. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. It really supports me to see if you subscribe and you like my recipes, for me to continue making more recipes for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll make more different recipes soon, and see you in my next one. Bye.